Welcome to Heartglow CEO, where high achievers evolve into purpose-driven powerhouses. I'm Casey Rossi, your integrative leadership coach. Join us to break free from people-pleasing and burnout, exploring mindset, embodiment, and soul alignment. Discover expert insights, success stories, and actionable tips for holistic wealth on your terms. This is where transformation meets the modern female leader. Let's go. Hello, lovely. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm so glad you're here because let's face it, when the seasons start to shift, life transitions unfold, or the holiday season looms, it's common for some of us to feel a little off. You know, that subtle wave of the blues can creep in, and it's just not a fun feeling. This week I spoke with a couple of people who were feeling a bit blue, which got me thinking about how we can shift our energy, reframe our mindset, and invite peace back into our lives. Now, before we dive in, I want to clarify that when I'm talking about the blues, I'm not referring to clinical depression. So the tips I'll be sharing today are not a substitute for professional support. If you're feeling prolonged sadness or apathy, it's always a good idea to seek advice from your medical professionals. Today's episode is meant to help those of us who experience occasional funks and need a boost. Also, I'm not affiliated with or sponsored by the brands I'll mention. I'm simply sharing what's worked for me in the spirit of community and connection. Now let's dive in so you can beat the blues and embrace the energy frequency of peace. First, let's normalize getting the blues because guess what? It happens to all of us. You, my friend, are not alone. There's even beauty in these moments. Sometimes they serve as a mirror, giving us time to reflect, gain insight, and cultivate awareness. But when those blues linger, weighing you down and leaving you feeling unmotivated, it's time to take action. So here are 3 powerful ways to shift your energy, change your mood, and bring vitality back into your life and business. Number 1, move your body. I know, you have heard this one before, right? But moving your body is probably the most efficient way to shift out of a funk. Physical activity boosts your endorphins, which are the natural mood elevators of your whole entire system. In fact, a 2020 study published in the Journal of Happiness found that people who engaged in even light physical activity felt a marked improvement in their mood, showing that movement does not have to be intense to be effective. And I get it. When you're feeling down, the last thing you want to do is get up and break a sweat. But here's where we have to channel our inner Mrs. Efficiency and recognize that even 15 minutes of low-impact stretching can work wonders. I recently subscribed to P-Volve, a platform focused on functional training with over 1,000 pre-recorded sessions. It's really been a game changer. Just doing mini workouts through the week has helped me release stagnation in my hips, in my neck, and it seems to magically clear the mental fog as well. I actually made it a little favorite in my bookmark bar, so when I'm starting to feel like I've been crunched and humped over my computer for too long, I can see that little tab that's like, here I am, click me, and sometimes I'll just do it for 10 minutes, and it's fine. Yesterday, I actually listened to a little bit of a webinar and just turned the volume down. That's one of the things I like about P-Volve is you can choose to have it with background music or not, and you actually can mute the instructor's voice as well without muting your whole entire desktop. So I do like to do a couple things at once, and yesterday I listened to a webinar and just muted the P-Volve soundtracks, both the music and the instructor, and I just did 10 minutes, and I felt better. As the motivational speaker Tony Robbins says, motion creates emotion. I think that's a pretty cool quote. Motion creates emotion. So the next time you feel stuck, remember that even a small amount of movement can break the cycle and lift your spirits. Number 2, connect with others. When you're feeling low, the instinct is often to isolate. But research consistently shows that social interaction is a key factor in boosting mood and promoting emotional well-being. Now, we've talked about emotional contagion. In fact, I'll link one of my previous episodes on that. But emotional contagion is real. When you surround yourself with upbeat, positive people, their energy rubs off on you. And according to a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, those who maintained regular social connections experienced higher levels of life satisfaction and less stress. I mean, I don't know about you, but yes, please. Higher levels of life satisfaction and less stress just because you're connecting. And the interesting thing is, these tips are not only at your fingertips, they're one of the most accessible things that you have in your life, and they're pretty much free, right? Like, you don't need subscriptions. These are pretty much free. This week, I connected with an online artist community where we gathered with the intention of creating peace, both individually and collectively. Now, we're spending several days together painting a peace portal, and this is all individual because it's online, but it's an opportunity where we have this sacred space where we individually can share our hearts and our feelings on our canvases and then come together and share what we've created and be in that space. Now, yesterday, I was in this immersive online Zoom for 4 hours with this creative, heart-centered environment. There was beautiful, peaceful tunes in the background, and I immediately felt my energy shift, and my heart was like lighter. So here's my advice. Find your community. Whether it's a local group, an online space, or a creative gathering, set yourself up for success. And this is something that I think is really important to be proactive on. And I love the sentiment where you're using your willpower once, because if you expect to use your willpower when you're already in a funk, it's going to be really challenging to pull yourself up and out. But if you are proactive and you set yourself up for success by making plans to connect before the blues even hit, that's going to be the game changer. It could be as simple as scheduling a coffee date with a friend, or joining a creative workshop, or just knowing that you have a touch point in your week or in your month. That way, when the blahs come, you've already got a plan in place to lift your mood. As author Brené Brown says, connection is why we're here. It is what gives purpose and meaning to our lives. In fact, I was doing a coaching call yesterday with an emerging leader, and I pulled out Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I'm actually looking over at my whiteboard because I have that posted right above all of my goals and desires, and it really helps me to tap into that one section of the pyramid, which is all about love and belonging. It's about friendship and intimacy, and that absolutely dovetails here with this tip number 2 about connecting. Finding your tribe and making regular touch points with them so you feel this sense of belonging. It is a basic human need, and it absolutely elevates your mental health status. Number 3, spend time in nature. There's a reason why time in nature has been linked to improved mental health. The Japanese practice of Shinrin Yoku, or forest bathing, has been studied for its calming effects, showing that time spent in green spaces can lower cortisol levels and reduce anxiety. In fact, I did a blog all about forest bathing, so I'm going to put that in the show notes if you're interested in it. We actually are getting more and more of those activities here in the Finger Lakes region coming up. There's been kind of a new interest. So more and more people are offering forest bathing, and we're really lucky that we're right by the FLX trail. And so just to have this connection is quite a blessing, I feel, in my own backyard. But you actually don't need a guide. You can literally just go and absorb all of the healing nature of wherever you are, right? Just being outside without inputs, just the input of your natural surroundings. Now, we know that nature is an incredible teacher, and it provides us with a sense of grounding and renewal. Here in upstate New York, the seasons are transitioning. The leaves are falling, the The last of the harvest is being picked, and today I noticed the first frost of the year, a gentle reminder of nature's cycles of release and renewal. Just as nature sheds what it no longer needs, we too can release mental clutter and stories that no longer serve us. This is a beautiful time to reflect and cleanse your energetic space. One of my favorite ways to support this process is through botanical allies like flower essences. I've been using Inner Peace Flower Essence by Lotus Way, and just a dropper full in my water bottle, I feel more grounded, calm, and at ease. The essence combines botanicals like pink lotus, hibiscus, and mountain laurel, and it has a subtle but profound effect on helping me stay connected to the energy of peace. It really seems to damper down overwhelm. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. The more we align with the rhythms of nature, the more we allow ourselves to flow with ease, release what no longer serves us, and open ourselves to peace. So there you have it, my lovely. 3 simple yet powerful ways to shift out of the blues and embrace the energetic frequency of peace. Remember, movement, connection, and nature are 3 of the most accessible tools that you have to reset your energy and restore your sense of well-being. As always, be kind to yourself. And if you're feeling like you need deeper support, don't hesitate to reach out to a professional because you are worth it. I hope today's episode inspires you to take action and cultivate peace no matter where you are on your journey. Until next time, my friend, stay grounded and keep glowing. And as always, if this was helpful, you could share it with a friend, and you can always drop a rating or review at lovethepodcast.com/brilliance. Thank you.